A-Rock here. Before the show, I had a couple of quick announcements. First, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who watched. We got over 125 views on our last show, and that was way more than we were hoping for. Thank you. In relation to views, please like and subscribe if you want to stay updated on our content. And comment for a chance to be highlighted in the start of the next video, like these comments below. Be sure to follow us on X, Twitter, whatever Elon is calling it these days, at Just Doing It Up. That's our handle, at Just Doing It Up, all one word. Finally, I want to say thank you to my wife and the other significant others of the crew for allowing us to take the time to invest in this hobby and creating this content. We really appreciate it, and we hope to keep it up for the rest of the NFL season. Now let's get into the show.
Just doing it up. Just doing it up.
Welcome to Just Doing It Up, Week 3. We got a packed show for you. We have Week 2 recaps, we have Survivor recaps, we have picks, punishments, Guess the Line, Fantasy Glasseater, packed show for you. And why don't we start it off with our Week 2 recap? I'm going to kick it over to Klevdog to talk about the records and kind of what went down last week.
Yeah, so for favorites and dogs, we each went 1-1. Got Ryan as 3-1 on the year, coming off a hot week 1. Me and A-Rock following up at 2-2 on the season. Let's see here. I had Miami -2.5 in Foxborough. That hit as my favorite. I had New York Jets +9.5. That did not go well. And then the LA Chargers money line, that also missed. But that was for the money down parlay. I want to talk about my Packers, though.
These people don't give a shit.
They opened up at -1.5. That's kind of the issue doing these things on Tuesday. Opens at -1.5, and then right before kickoff, it's +3. We're dogs. So thanks to Bakhtiari not getting on the damn field, he just tweets all week. And then, Aaron Jones and Watson out. So 3 of our best threats on offense, they're out to start. And then all game, I'm thinking, we're out. Bijan Robinson was absolutely dogging.
The Jordan Love false start. I mean, come on. It was so funny.
The drunkest play of all time, Jordan Love, thinking the ball's hiked. Well, that's the other thing is,
oh my gosh.
We're down 2 with like 1:30 left, maybe a timeout, and we're down by 2. In years past, that's kind of game over, baby. We're going marching down the field. We're at least getting a field goal with A-Rod. You know what happens with Jordan Love for incompletions? Game over, hit the showers. But he had another good game. We had our stars out. Like I said, Bijan Robinson, 6.5 yards per carry. He's legit. He's the truth, but he better be 8th overall pick. Yeah, I mean, Bakhtiari's got to get on the damn field. I'm tired of him. I think LaFleur is too. But I want to give my game ball to the Buffalo Bills. Their defense specifically. They let up an opening touchdown and then just grinded them down. I don't think the Raiders are that, solid of a team. But shout out Josh Allen, 88 completion percentage, 0 turnovers, 3 touchdowns. That was a get-right game, like we said last week. I think he's going to start an MVP crusade. What do you guys think of that? Hello.
I don't know. I feel like I feel like he might have hit that top of the mountain maybe last year, the year before. So I don't know if he's going to have the same buzz that say, oh, I can't even think of anyone.
Yeah, I was going to say who's competing with that right now. I mean, that was a great stat line. Mahomes hasn't done it this year so far, so I mean, we'll have to see who's competing.
There haven't been like any crazy like outliers when it comes to offensive stats from quarterbacks, really, have there?
Yeah, I mean, Lamar's been a little lackluster. I mean, Mahomes hasn't been Mahomes lately.
I mean, Burrow, Trevor, Herbert, nothing great there, obviously.
Yeah, but back to those Bills. My game ball going out that defense. Milano, he's just a treat to watch on defense.
Dog.
Dog. Do you see that interception? He just climbs over his back, said, "Give me that. That's mine." So, game ball to their defense. Here's another stat for you. Josh Jacobs, new contract he got, total yards, net -2. That's what they held him to. 9
That was
carries,
wild.
-2 yards. So, I mean, I think, like we said, that was a get right game for the Bills. They're going to be, I don't know. I think they're going to be a wrecking. Watch out for the Bills. And then last thing on this intro is how about that bad beat in that Rams game? Field goal, they're -7. They kick a field goal to cover, or they're down by 10. They kick a field goal to cover, but
I mean,
that's
yeah.
those are my big takeaways week 1, or sorry, week 2. What do you got, Rooster?
Um, yeah, I'll start with my dog, Seahawks. I mean, Iraq, I'll let you cover that one. I won't spend too much time on it.
All right, all right.
But I need to focus on my favorite pick. I had the Chargers -3 against the Titans. I'm going to address the Titans for a second. Congratulations on your rebound after week 1. You are truly an unpredictable team. You should be left alone when it comes to gambling, and there should be a do not touch sign placed on you guys on all sports books. I'm comparing the Titans to the Sentinelese tribe that is right off the coast of India. For those that are unfamiliar,
The endangered tribe that lives there, the Sentinelese, have kept their way of life for centuries, rejecting contact with a modern world, known for attacking outsiders.
the Indian government has forbidden travel within 3 miles of them. In the sports world, if you venture onto the Titans Island, you may be killed by their archaic methods and their outdated weapons that have survived the advances of the modern football world.
Are the Titans just the cast of Apocalypto? Like
That's a good comparison, but the Jags will see you in week 8. Now to the Chargers. You are a vegan football team.
Quasi-evil. You're semi-evil. You're the margarine of evil. You're the Diet Coke of evil. Just 1 calorie, not evil enough.
And I'm sorry to vegans if that affiliation to the Chargers offends you. You have a beta quarterback and a beta coach, and you have no soul. I'm done, A-Rock.
Staley on the hot seat?
I mean, Staley's got to get out of there, dude. That you bring in Justin Herbert, who is a generational talent. I know the record isn't there, but the guy has the talent to be an NFL quarterback, right?
They just disappeared. They disappeared for like 2 quarters. And like they had the Titans. The Titans aren't the team you'd expect to be coming from behind. But Justin Herbert, I mean, I think I was shielded by like the Jags like divisional win over them last year, wild card win, to where like I didn't like fully embrace what they did, how they blew that. But I'm staying away from the Titans. I'm staying away from the Chargers.
Fair enough. I mean, you know poison when you taste it.
Oh shit.
So you might as well not go for another bite. That makes total sense to me. That they're hard teams to bet. So I definitely see that. Granted, Eckler was out last week. That does play a factor. I mean, they had no run game. Like no run game at all.
Yeah. Bad week for anyone that picked up Josh Kelly.
Oh my gosh, tell me about it. First-hand experience. But enough on them. Enough on the Chargers. I'm going to talk about the Lions Seahawks. That game, I mean, back and forth. Yeah, props to the Rooster there. He got it right. But back and forth there. I mean, Dan Campbell, chill the fuck out, dude.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Like, what are we doing going up a score for it on 4th and 3 from your own 40? What are you doing? Like, just play some defense. Are you that concerned that your defense isn't there, that you need to go for it in the second half of the game from your own side of the field when you're up a score? Like, that's crazy. Jared Goff, pick 6. I mean, he had, 300 plus passes without an interception. I mean, worst possible time. They come back all the way, force OT, And I think the winner of the coin flip there is going to win the game. I think both defenses are just gassed. They were getting torched on either side. I think 60+ points again. So I'll take the L there. It is what it is. If we win the coin flip, I think we win the spread and the game, but it's the way she goes.
Can I just say the pod had a rough witching hour. It was rough. I mean, we were on top of the world, and then our world just crumbled beneath us. It was, I mean, if the Giants would have lost to the Cardinals, I would have ceased to exist. If they did not come, like, that's the only thing that saved me.
Just
I mean,
Thanos
the Saints,
snap.
I am inevitable.
the Saints, I was already done by the time the Saints played, and that ridiculous -3 cover that got blown at the end with the 2-point conversion.
I'm so tired of backdoor fucking touchdowns, dude. When they're up 2 scores and they just score a touchdown for no fucking reason, they're in prevent defense, dude. So tired of it. Continue.
I was like Caitlin Stark at the Red Wedding, where she was like dead and she was about to die, and she like seen all of her kids get murdered. She was just like, just kill me.
That will not be a clip. In the show. But yes, very good comparison there. On a brighter note, I was getting paddled back to life. They hit clear on the table, and the Commanders they were down, I think 17 points, I think it was. They were down 17 points, 20-3, just beat the ass off the Broncos for 3 quarters. Like, I don't know who said what on the sideline, but like Sam Howell wasn't getting pressured as much. He was slinging it. The run game started working. The defense came out of halftime like a bat out of hell. It was a 3-and-out immediately, and they just started owning. Sam Howell's quick stat line, we had a 69.2 completion percentage, 299 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. So, I mean, that's winning football for the Commanders. I'd like to see that. I think the Broncos are trash. Sean Payton, doesn't matter. Russell Wilson passer rating above 100 the first 2 weeks, doesn't matter. Still losing. I don't know how you fix that. They're about to go into Miami, lose another one. So
Sam Howell might be the guy. He was looking pretty serviceable, but hey, he's facing those get right Bills this coming week. We'll see if he could pull out another.
we'll see. Yeah, more on that later, I think. Now into survivor picks, though.
Bro.
All right. That's deserved. But we had Matt with the Bills, obviously hit. Ryan with the Giants. Fucking
Woo.
Yeah, got
Never
out
a
of there.
doubt. Never a doubt.
Got out of there with an inch to spare. And then Lions took the L. Yeah, I mean, Klevdog, what are we thinking about for a punishment here?
Yeah, so we were teasing the punishments a little bit. We got the minds together. The punishment coming up for A-Rock is going to be the Glizzy Gauntlet. He's got to go off 9 holes, finish 9 dogs and buns.
Whoa.
Before he cards a 52.
Yeah.
Aaron, we need the condiments, unless you're raw dogging these.
No, yeah, I'm going plain. I don't want any added resources here.
Okay, that's fair.
Smart,
We're not going with any flavor. Also, what's the target number on the course? What are you shooting through 9?
I'm gonna aim below 50.
What are you happy with? Are you thinking
eating 9 dogs below 50?
Are you thinking municipal course for this?
Yeah, 100%. We're going.
You want to go like a little nicer, maybe Bully Rock?
No. I will not be puking in the rough at Bully Rock. Sorry. Well, hopefully no puke. I mean, these guys have seen me eat in certain circumstances. There was a rare 3 Chick-fil-A sandwich incident in college.
Hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
That was also when I was playing football, so that might have worked up the appetite a bit more. But I'm now currently a father of 1, and I'm going to be consuming 9 hot dogs on a golf course within the span of 2 hours. So
You
this
gonna
is
go
going to be great.
3 dogs right off the bat, or what's the strategy, going into this, even though we just
No
went
range dogs. No range dogs.
No,
Yeah,
no. It has
Must
so
be to
yeah,
warm up.
I'm going to tee off, probably kill 3 on the first hole, try to kill 2 on the next hole, and then wean towards the end, the last 4. 3 plus 2 is 5, and I still have 4 more dogs after that. So anyways, my pick this week is Cowboys. God, no more punishments after this, please. Oh yeah, and whenever somebody loses, it's going to be their turn. So for this
That is
too.
the universal first loss punishment.
So everybody's going to be rooting against us in our survivor picks, but I'm going Cowboys. I mean, they're playing the Cardinals. If they don't win, I deserve a punishment. How about that?
Yeah, Cowboys blown out everyone so far. I think that's a safe nil get right game for yourself. I'm going chalk. I got Chiefs hosting the Bears. I think Bears are gonna be pretty shitty this year. Justin Fields a little scary on the run, but he's due for a fumble. And I think the Chiefs are gonna start playing some better ball. They missed Kelsey week 1. They had some weird miscues against your Jacksonville Jaguars, Ryan, and I think they might just blow the doors off the Bears, but easy pick. What do you got, Rooster?
Yeah, I'm going following A-Rock here, going Cowboys. I'm just gonna keep picking against the Cardinals until they break my heart. So just kidding. I'll probably change it up at some point, but Cowboys is the easy one.
Yeah, they might get there at some point, right? they might win a game this year, maybe. Fantasy Glasseater time, Rooster. What do you got for us?
Last week was rough. I think going forward, I'm not picking anyone that's coming off significant time off. Think of Calvin Ridley. He looked like every hit he took on Sunday looked so much worse on him. Like it looked like it took it out of him. He looked a little out of shape. So he didn't really perform. Then Jamal Williams, same thing, older guy. I thought, he's going to find the end zone. It's funny, his replacement actually scored 2 tutties, but Jamal pulls his hamstring or tweaks his hamstring. So not a good week for the Glasseaters last week. This week, I'm going Young Buck. I'm going Zay Flowers. He's against the Colts. I think in one way, he's sort of an extension of their run game. When they want to get ahead of schedule, they get him the ball quick, let him get 3 to 4 yards, maybe 7 or 8. I think with OBJ staying off the field, they're going to be using him a little bit more too. And the Colts defense is kind of a bend, don't break type defense. So they're okay with giving up shorter routes. But I mean, he's got 15 targets through 2 weeks. That's pretty good, especially in your first 2 games. It's no Puka Nakua, but I think that number is going to keep it averaged around 7 or 8 at least. So I'm going to roll with Zay Flowers and stick to one guy. Hope I can avoid the injury bug with them.
Ooh, yeah, he's a speedy son of a bitch. That's a good pick.
Man is a yak machine, which is what you want out of those slot receivers. And so far, he's really putting up the numbers. So love that out of you, Rooster. Klevdog, you want to guess the line?
What are we working with?
We got the Jags hosting the Houston Texans.
Oh, baby. Cardiac Cats down in Duval.
As far as picks, they say they have the best draft in the entire NFL. Are you surprised to hear that?
Certainly not. The first year we took it to the limit. And I was in Miami with my new beach house.
Okay, Cardiac Cats kind of coming off poor performance in terms of not converting in the red zone, but obviously Texans fairly shitty. I'm thinking at least a touchdown, maybe minus 7.5 for the Jags, but I don't know. Texans kind of. I'm gonna go. No, I'm not going more than a touch. I'll go minus 7. That's the pick. Jags at home, minus 7.
So I have DraftKings at minus 9.5. They're really liking the Jags. And earlier I saw them at 8.5. So the line's moving towards in favor of the Jags. So
I'm seeing 9 on Barstool too.
Yep. So unfortunately, no points out of the guess of the line for Klevdog this week. So this is the equalizer you were talking about. You said you were riding hot the first 2 weeks, but maybe 20 is more realistic than we
He
think.
got that bonk. Bonk. It's a little too hot there after 2 weeks.
Coming back down to earth, flying too close to the sun. So it's 3 total points for exact guess line, 2 for half a point, and then 1 within 1 point. Total on the season through 3 weeks now is only 5 points. After week 5, we'll come up with a exact goal, and then I'll be working towards something, or else my own kind of punishment. Hopefully not the glizzy gauntlet. We'll come up with something though.
Is he doing something chili related, maybe?
Chili
dogs.
Oh, chili. That would be so much worse.
So week 5, we'll know kind of where I'm sitting, and then we'll assign a punishment for end of the year if I don't get to the goal.
I love that, holding yourself accountable. And I think we get by week 5, we'll be able to take an average of your score and kind of just shoot for that the rest of the year. So I like that as a baseline for you. Let's get into what everybody's here for. Let's get into the picks. Let's get into the favorites. Let's go to Klevdog with your favorite this week.
All right. I'm riding my Buffalo Bills. I've been big on them all pod. So, like I said, they absolutely dominated every aspect of the game against the Raiders. Defense looked good, gave up that opening tutty. Josh Allen's going to continue that MVP crusade, mark my words. And I'm not big on your Commanders, Aaron. I know you've been talking about them, but they've played some relatively or presumably shitty teams through 2 weeks, and they've been tight. So I really like Buffalo -6.5 in DC against the Coms. Yeah, they might blow the doors off them. That's the pick. Bills -6.5 in Washington. To you, Rooster.
All right. I'm sticking with my Seahawks, baby. I think I have them at -5.5 against Carolina. I think that they're starting to look like the team we expected, the team that we saw last year. And I think ultimately they have too many weapons for the Panthers D. Panthers D looked decent at times with getting with their rush and a couple of their linebackers getting to the ball. But I think ultimately the Saints had, between Olave and Shaheed, they had a couple of really big plays. And I think you factor in Lockett, DK is a matchup nightmare. And then you have the rookie JSN kind of roaming around the field. Hopefully he starts to get a little bit more involved. I think the Seahawks take care of business this week. A-Rock.
Awesome. I'm kind of done with the Seahawks, so glad somebody's on them.
I'll carry that torch.
They burned us week 1, and here we are, me losing to them after week 2. So Seahawks are on my shit list.
Oh,
sorry, not sorry. I'm going with the Cowboys. I think they're just too good. I'm going to jinx them. I'm going to say they're too good. I'm going to bet them until they don't cover a spread. They covered 3 against the Giants, destroyed them. They covered 9.5 against the Jets, beat them by 19. Are the Cardinals better than those 2 teams? I don't think so.
The first half last Sunday might say they are.
The first half last Sunday.
The way the Cardinals played them, the Giants.
Yeah, and I don't think the Cowboys are the Giants, so I think I'm good in that department. They just don't give people a chance to be in games. I know that they played in Aaron Rodgers-less Jets, but I don't think they got it. I don't think the Cardinals have it in them. I think the Cowboys D is just going to destroy them, and the -12, don't even care. Should be higher.
It's a lot of points.
Yeah, that is a lot of points. I'm just going to start off the dogs. The Bills ain't going to win by a touchdown.
Oh.
You're gonna step in the ring with another pod member again.
Hey, I lost the first time. I need redemption. I I was looking at the Titans +3. I was like, I know we're we're not Titan affiliated.
Hey,
No.
We're not a Titan affiliated show, but I like that. I like them +3 at the Browns. Keep that in mind. I like the Colts, even without Anthony Richardson. I think they're more stout on defense than people give them credit for. They played with the Jags the entire way. Ravens are probably better, but I mean, hey, 8.5 is a lot of points. But came back to the Commanders. Eric Bieniemy, he's the X factor.
yeah.
I since he's come in, look at what the Chiefs have done without him. Look at what the Commanders have done with him.
That's okay.
We got a little point differential there. A little 29 points for the Commanders, a little 17 points for the Chiefs. So I mean, is that what the Commanders needed to get over the hump? I think
Undefeated under new ownership.
I think the front seven, or I won't even say front seven. I'll say the D line is probably the best in the league with Chase Young back. I'm going there, and I think it'll be. I don't think they're going to win. And let's be clear, I don't think the Commanders are going to take the game. I think it's going to be
tuning in. That's a 1:00 game. I mean, we'll
get it on the quad box.
Oh, she'll be on. I think Josh Allen's going to crusade in there and rip off maybe 40-something plus points.
Jesus.
But I'll move into my dog. I think, I was going through the sheet this week, and like I said last week, watch out for those Cardinals. Those pesky Cardinals have covered. They've covered every week.
Yeah.
So Josh Dobbs, hello, but not so fast.
Not tonight, sweetheart. Give me that hand.
Not so fast. Dallas has blown out every team this year. I'm going with my guy, Matt Stafford. I doubted him week 1. He's been playing his ass off. Joe Burrow, questionable. We got LA Rams going into Cincy. LA Rams +2. That's my dog. That's the pick. To you, Rooster.
Look at us.
Look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Synchronicity here. I'm going Rams. Monday Night Football. I'm thinking, I mean, we've had some fun the last 2 weeks watching Matt Stafford run around. He looks pretty young out there. He looks like the old Matt Stafford. Little energy, I think that the Bengals are going the opposite direction. Joe Burrow, I mean, tweaked his calf. I think if he's hobbled around, their offense isn't going to be any better than it's been the last 2 weeks. They've had some trouble. I mean, he's not completing a great percentage of passes. And then if he's out, which I think there's a very good chance, I would see this line shifting like 2 points at least. So yeah, I'm riding with the Rams too. Let's go.
Future Hall of Famer Matt Stafford. He's looking young out there. He's got some zip on the ball. That's some scrambling.
He's out there to remind the people.
Damn straight.
I want that for the pod. I'm just putting that out there. I want that win for the pod. So
got a lot riding on it.
Consider me in on the Rams as well. I will be rooting for them as well. MDP time, baby. Money down parlay. Klevdog. What do we got?
Oh yeah, what we've all been waiting for it to hit. That is. All right, I got a team that's being slept on. I got a team that went berserk last year, shocked the world. Jalen Hurts. I got my Philadelphia Eagles going into Tampa Bay. You know what they're going to do? They're going to have Baker Mania hit a little speed bump. I think the Eagles have been underperforming a little bit this year. They're kind of getting through games. They're squeaking ones out. But I think they're really going to hit their stride and blow the doors off Tampa Bay. But I'm going to play it safe. I'm going Philly money line down in Tampa. That's the pick. To you, Rooster.
Okay, yeah, the most slept on team in the NFL, the reigning NFC champions, Philadelphia Eagles.
They're just squeaking by.
Yeah, I'm going with a team we've been mentioning a lot. I'm going Detroit Lions money line over the Falcons. I think if you put team against team, I think the Falcons are right up there with them. But ultimately, I think the quarterback play is what's going to decide this one. I was looking per PFF. Desmond Ridder has the most, or is tied for the most interception or turnover worthy plays with Ryan Tannehill. He only has 1 turnover this year. So you've seen them in both of their games. They won week 1, they won week 2, tight games. I think, you factor in a couple turnovers this next game. I think that might be the difference. And Jared Goff, he had the pick 6, but it was kind of a wonky play. He had someone in his face and timing was a bit off. So I'm going Lions money line. I think that I think that Detroit's trying to get right, and I think the Falcons 2-0. I think they're going to be knocked down a peg here. They might lose a couple here in a row or something, but going Lions.
Like that, Rooster. The Lions will hopefully win for you because you're picking them and not me. I'm going Patriots. Patriots money line. Bill Belichick loves beating the Jets at home. He loves ripping the heart out of Jets fans. He loves just beating the Jets for 20 plus years. So I don't think we're going to start 0-3. The defense is going to give Zach Wilson hell. I mean, we saw that Tyreek Hill didn't beat us last week, but the Miami offense is obviously much more capable, I think, than the Jets. So I think we need to lean on the run game a little bit more on the offensive side. We need to get something going, get in rhythm. It's a tough defense to do it to, but we need to take what they can give us. And I think it's a defensive battle, and we sneak out with a 3-point win if you like the spread. But I'm going money line to stick with the pod here. Klevdog, what do you have for the odds if you ran those numbers a little bit earlier?
Let me get research on that real quick.
Calculating.
We got that at plus 278. Get your picks in, guys. Plus 278. This one's gonna hit. This is gonna be the week.
We need it. We need it bad.
We do need it bad. Anything to wrap up here?
I got something. I got a little something here. Chargers at Vikings. The Senegal or Senegalese tribe, as Ryan would refer to them as. But this has been a pick'em.
That's the Titans. Solid. The Titans are the Sentinelese.
Oh, well. These are the vegans. My bad.
Easy to confuse.
This has been a pick'em all week. This is 2 teams that you're like, what the hell are you? I guess we'll find out which one's better in a pick'em in Minnesota. But it's just like impossible to get a read on that, which it's obviously why it's a pick'em.
This is a pandemic game. Keep your distance. Don't like
it. I was just gonna say it's Chargers Vikings is the what the hell are you game.
Damn straight.
I was just saying pandemic because I don't want to go near it. That's for damn sure. I have no idea who's gonna win that game.
But it could be a good game. Let me see what time this bad boy.
The over, I think, is over 54 points.
I mean that's the thing. It can be a good game and or it could be a blowout. No matter what, you're not going to learn anything. Because the team that they could the Chargers could win by 15 points, and then next week they could lose to the freaking whoever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. These are 2 teams that are just week to week.
And the crazy thing is, at the end of the season, one of these teams might be, good. Might be a playoff team, maybe.
I like the graphic that Thursday Night Football put up. It was teams that had winning records with a point differential less than 5, and 30 out of 50 teams that had that winning record lost more games the next season, and that's the Vikings. So I totally see them not being as good as they were last year. They lost to the Giants at home in the playoffs. I think that confirmed the fraud label on there pretty quick. Yeah. So
who knows? Maybe Kirk will be on the Jets by the year end.
Whoa. Hey, clip that one. If
that
goes, that'd be crazy. All right. I think that's our show.
Right, boys. Get right week. Let's go.
That's right week. Pod. That's the pod. See ya. We're not affiliated with a gambling site or sponsored in any way. If you're going to gamble, please do so responsibly. For gambling problems, call 1-800-GAMBLER.